The big concern at the moment, and why I think South Africa is a big talking point in the US right now, is America in the next 20 years will become, for the first time in its history, a minority white country.
Well, that will be a very, very bad thing to happen. You want to see the US go down? Why? Oh, you don't like cars and electric cars, and you don't like technology?
Elon, come get your daddy.
Hi guys, welcome back again to my YouTube channel. It's so good to have you. Thank you so much for clicking when you saw this video. So Elon Musk's dad came live on TV to say the quiet part out loud, and it has caused a lot of controversy on social media. So many people are talking about it, and yeah, and somebody said something. He said it's high time we had to let these people stop coming to TV to come and say some things, because the more they say things, the more they trigger every other person, especially people that looks like me. I think people should stop listening to them and stop, getting so angry whenever they say things. And it's very unfortunate that some of these people benefit so much from and still have something to say against. Well, it is what it is. I'm just going to let the rest of the videos roll. Then I'll come back with more commentary. Credit to all creators on this video. Do well to like and subscribe if you haven't already. So let's jump right in. Then I'll come back with more.
Elon Musk, you better tell your ugly ass daddy watch his mouth. This ain't South Africa. Elon Musk, you better tell your ugly ass daddy watch his mouth, because this ain't South Africa. Elon Musk's daddy was on CNN doing an interview, and they said, for the first time in American history, in 20 years, white people will be minorities in America. And he said, why you want to go do that? You don't like electric cars? You don't like cars? You don't like stability? You want to go back to the jungle? Excuse me? Says the man who tickles his daughter? Are we really doing this right now? Elon, listen, I know you and your daddy ain't got the best relationship, but this is what you come from. We ain't even begin to talk about the fact that y'all ain't really from South Africa, okay? Because in that continent, y'all stole that too. Just like y'all stole every goddamn thing else. Now listen, I think you need to tell your daddy with them weak-ass knit sweaters that he need to stop doing interviews, Everything on the screen look beige and washed out. Everybody look like they on the front row ticket seat to go see Jesus. Yeah, skeleton eyes. Elon Musk's daddy need to watch his mouth when he on these interviews, and CNN, y'all should know better than even posting that, unless y'all trying to out Elon Musk from when he did the little chest bump. I understand that totally. Sidebar, Elon, next time you talk to your little Dumbledore looking ass daddy, you need to tell him to put some moisturizer on before he do interviews up there looking like parchment paper. I digress. Elon, get a handle on it now. I got some Tesla stock now. This not gonna look good for the investors. I'll just bring y'all the news. I'm just the messenger.
Listen, did y'all see Elon Musk's daddy Arrow on CNN? Did y'all hear what he said? He said that my man tried to give him a break. He tried to warn him, like, this ain't what you want to say. Like, do you want to recant your sentence or something? Because you about to dig a hole that's about to be bad. This man said, he told him that in about 20 years or so, that white people will become the minorities. And Elon Musk's dad said that basically it will be doomed. That we going back to jungle times, and basically he just said, can't nobody do this shit but white people. To sum up everything that he said. He said it ain't none of that, and black people should appreciate it, that they fed us, and they the reason that we grew into billions of people from 800. Like, what? Elon, you better get your daddy.
I hate when a nigga I don't like is saying some real shit. Elon Musk's dad goes on this interview and he says that if white America becomes a minority, it will be horrible. And though he has a point, which I'm going to explain, there's a solution to it. So the Latin word for economics is economia, which literally translates to the study of lack. That in itself should tell you that you cannot have an economy without somebody lacking. Now, it's no secret who's literally been lacking since America even became a thing. The first thing that was ever sold on Wall Street was a slave, by the way. So if the amount of white Americans in America just shrink overnight, which we all know is not going to happen, black America will be the majority, but black America and other marginalized groups as a whole will not be able to support this economy. However, white America is not going to shrink overnight. And so the only way white America became the minority in this country is if minorities were to substitute white Americans or replace white Americans. And if that was the case, then I'm pretty sure we will be able to still keep this economy going. Now, I'm not an economist or anything, but I feel like I'm on to something. Like, am I telling the truth? Somebody let me know in the comments. I feel like that's what he was trying to say. He's just so racist and stuff, like we couldn't see past it, but yeah.
Okay, listen, I am so psyched right now because this is what the father of the world's most richest man said live on television. No self-control, no guns, nothing, no undergraduates, nothing like that. He just said it. Clearly, unapologetically said this.
Concern at the moment, and why I think South Africa is a big talking point in the US right now, is America in the next 20 years will become, for the first time in its history, a minority white country.
Well, that will be a very, very bad thing to happen. You want to see the US go down? Why? Oh, you don't like cars and electric cars, and you don't like technology, or what is it?
Okay, and then I was like, what are you actually insinuating? You don't like technology, you don't like... So what you're trying to say is that if there's less white people, there won't be any technology. There won't be cars. Okay.
You want to go back to the jungle,
Okay.
or
If the US becomes a minority white country,
yes.
so there's Latinas, there's blacks, there's people from all different races make up the majority, and then, it could be 48% white people. Do you really think the US is doomed if it goes under?
Yes, it goes under there.
Seriously?
Yes, of course. You see, if you take South Africa, we have a small white population that projects European culture, or what we learned from Europe.
And oppressed millions of black people
No.
No.
for decades.
How do you oppress? We gave them work. We fed them.
Excuse me? Excuse me?
They grew from a tiny little group into a massive group. That's not oppression. That's feeding them.
We must be chickens, eh? We must be chickens. Probably we were harvested or something, hey? Fed. We went from tiny.
Do you understand? You only grow big if you get fed. You only start at 800 and become 50 million if you get fed. We fed them, for crying out loud.
Wow. For crying out loud.
Enough with this nonsense.
But so you understand, because the black population was so oppressed under apartheid.
Well, we never saw this oppression you're talking about.
What? What? He never saw this oppression that black people are talking about. So, we were trippy? Our ancestors were trippy? What?
You never saw it.
No, I never saw it.
Yeah, because you were white.
And that right there is the father of the world's most richest and accumulating world's most richest man in the world. These are our leaders. These are the people that are in control.
Elon Musk didn't come from a rebellion. He came from apartheid. And honestly, South Africa, y'all can take him back. He was born there in 1971, raised in a world built on hierarchy, extraction, and control. He left that country, yeah, but he never left that mindset. The same system that gave him privilege, which is order masquerading as progress, became the foundation for how he built his empire. He calls himself a free speech absolutist, but every empire he's built runs on silence, of workers, of critics, of truth. He didn't invent disruption. He monetized domination. And the wildest part is that we let him. Every time he fumbles, every time he flames out, this country hands him another contract, another bailout, another chance to save us. Musk's fortune didn't come from risk, it came from us. Tesla launched with a $465 million Department of Energy loan and padded with more than $6 billion in subsidies and tax credits. SpaceX, one of the biggest federal contractors in the world, with multi-billion-dollar NASA and Pentagon deals, including a $1.8 billion spy satellite contract with the National Reconnaissance Office. Starlink, propped up by U.S. and allied militaries, and still collecting federal funds, even after the restricted access in Ukraine because it didn't fit his politics. So when he tweets about freedom from the system, remember that the system signs his checks. He's not rebelling, he's rebranding, and we keep rewarding it. Then came his favorite act, trying to fix the system from within. When Trump came back into office, Elon joined Doge. It sounded like satire, but it wasn't. He promised to save taxpayers $1 trillion by cutting waste, but within months, watchdogs found that his savings had come from slashing public jobs, freezing benefits, and defunding safety programs that real people depend on. And the kicker? Analysts later found that those cuts cost more than they actually saved. Over $130 billion in new contract spending, tied to his own companies and allies. And when the chaos finally caught up, he resigned. Not because it failed, but because it worked exactly as he designed it to. He made the government smaller for us and richer for him. And somehow we still called it efficiency? Now he's back to his favorite role, the neutral billionaire, hosting GOP town halls on X while claiming to be apolitical, platforming conspiracy influencers in the name of free speech, talking innovation while gutting workers' rights at Tesla, and cutting pay at X. Meanwhile, SpaceX just landed another Pentagon surveillance contract. Tesla is still swimming in clean energy tax breaks. Starlink keeps winning defense deals. He's not being punished, he's being paid. Handsomely. He's not fighting the system either, he's billing us for it. So yeah, we let him off too easy, in my opinion. Because Elon Musk is not a rebel. He's the empire. Modernized, meme-washed, and marketed as salvation. He doesn't hate power. He just found a way to privatize it and make us cheer while he does. So the next time he tweets about saving civilization, remember, he's not saving you. He's saving the system that keeps him untouchable. Because Elon Musk didn't reinvent the future. He repackaged the past. And somehow, we're still paying for it.
There are just some people that you don't need to ask them these questions, because no matter how you try to ask them, they are still going to answer you the same thing you do not want to hear. And that's this man. Like, I don't think there's any time he has said some words that actually reflect as someone who cares about other people. So it's normal. Like, him coming out to say all of this and being asked this question, and he's saying that he never saw apartheid, he never saw such thing happen. Like, okay, you didn't see that, but there's been lots and lot of videos out there and lot of documentaries. All of a sudden, you didn't see it. And when being asked about, if PAM people become, minority, if he's going to like that, and he went ahead to say no, that those people shouldn't be, because what was he even saying, Seth? How did he even put it? Like, it doesn't make sense at the end of the day. And he was like, don't you like cars? Don't you like electric cars? And do you want to go back to ghetto? Like, see, I've told you guys, some of these people just find a way to trigger someone into, getting upset, feeling somehow, feeling like, don't let them get to you. They already know what they are playing. They know the game that they're playing. People like this always know what they're doing, okay? Because most times they give them all of these questions for them to know what they're going to ask them. So they prepare themselves ahead of time. And when they come, they just pull and just say whatever thing that is comes to their mind, and just to get other people triggered. They want to be in the news. Don't get it twisted. Like, but don't lose yourself as well, okay? Yeah, don't lose yourself as well, because most times when these things happen, it's a time for you to know your inner power, know your inner self, and tell yourself, no, I'm not this thing that this person is saying. So don't let them make you not to become who you're supposed to be. I think that's just what I have to say, because watching that video alone is triggering, but do not let it trigger you. Okay. So another one said, we should stop letting these people have a voice anywhere. Do you understand? Nothing that comes out of their mouth is positive or motivate humanity. So that's it, right? That's it. So this one said, if Elion's father thinks this, then so do Elion, okay? Their power is going to be ripped and torn out of the earth. Their wealth to be redistributed to the righteous. The guy that got his daughter, okay, we already saw this. So no, we don't want electric cars. They want to be able to control everything. Try to live with an electric car, they will shut the car down, okay? Has to bad, okay? Has to be bad. The shift is happening, and very very soon the rabbit will have the gun. We actually have it now, but wait till the rest of the plan unfolds. We are not the savages they painted us to be. They kill and steal for land and resources. God said enough is enough. Glory to the Most High. Okay, this one said, I personally can care less what Elion's father thinks. We already knew who he was. He knows, okay, Black Americans being the majority, we were never outnumbered, like ever, never, okay? It shows how they feel about us, because the power plant, he He's building in Memphis slowly, taking people, but not talked on the news. Okay, this one said, Elon Musk and Dad can kiss where the sun don't shine. We already had electric cars before the invasion. They took our inventions, we invented it, them, and act like they did it all. They are so clueless or are trying to hold on to the lies. Okay, the Americans were run by non-white before. What are you guys talking about? When are they going to learn? They have always been the minority, but they made laws to make themselves rulers. This one said America was already developed and far advanced than today before colonization. Non-white people will ignore them. Non-white people will coexist with one another side by side in their own communities. Okay, so this one said the sun actively seeks to burn them alive, right? And the very sun that makes everyone glow. Why in heaven's name would anyone value his opinion? Well, so many people, dropped a take, and some people were like, you know what, don't even care less. I care less about what these people have to say. And why are we giving them audience in the first place? Why is everyone, trying to interview them? We already know what they will have to say. We already know exactly what they want to say in the first place. So, no need to get angry when they try to say something, because we already understand exactly what they're going to say and how they want it to only benefit them. Things have always, according to one of the commenters, he said America has already been a country with so many potentials, with the electric cars and all of that. They came and reinvented and said it was their creation and all that. Well, let's hear your own take as well in the comments. I'd love to read from you guys. Please do well to like and subscribe, and credit to all creators on this video. See you all on my next. Bye guys.